God just acts in this world for the sake of running the world, setting an example. You remember that? Yadjadacharati shreshtaha. As the good people set examples, others will follow. So for that sake, but don't ever reduce him to your level of understanding that he's also getting angry, he's also getting upset, he's also getting happy, excited, he's getting depressed. None of these affect that. Example, sunlight is there. When it falls on let us say, on a lotus flower, does it become any beautiful? Sunlight becomes beautiful? No. If it falls on a garbage bin, does it become dirty? No. Sunlight is not touched by garbage bin or lotus flowers. Or a bulb is there. If bulb is in the bathroom, does it become impure bulb? And you take the bulb and put it into puja room, does it become a pure bulb? Promotion from bathroom to puja room. Or the electricity which flows through the bathroom wires is different from the electricity that flows through the Premamritam. Does electricity become purer or dirtier by this? No, it's beyond. But everything runs because of that electricity only. Yet electricity is not becoming dirty or pure by virtue of associating with all the material causes. So that is the idea Krishna is telling. See how beautiful that divinity is the reason for everything, yet it is beyond all. That is the purity of divinity. Then he says, Devi Hyesham Gudamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva Ye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. See, because of, then why do we not see God in everyone? Because Krishna himself answered, because I have one Shakti called Maya. I fool you with that Maya Shakti. I cover it. For example, if you light a lamp which has a cover, after some time soot forms, a black soot forms, then you can't see the light. Then you have to clean the glass cover, you can see the light again. Likewise, this Maya of God, which is in the form of the Prakriti around, that does not allow us to see God. We have to put an effort. That is what is samskara. We have to put sadhana, samskara, to find that God which is hiding within everything. That is why this spiritual path, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Karma Yoga and all that, to find that God within. But Krishna is saying what? It is my own nature, Maya, that I have hidden everything and nobody can find me easy. One story is there. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara were discussing where to hide the divinity, where to hide God. So somebody said, we'll hide him in Brahmaloka. Then people said, no, people are, they'll come all the way flying and catch hold of Brahmaloka also, you will find you here. Yes, no, we'll hide it in water, deep in the ocean. They said they'll dive into ocean and find good divinity. No, we should put it on the mountain. No, they'll climb the mountain and find divinity. Should make it really tough, they decided. So what they said, hide it within man only, because that is where he won't search. That is how God is. He's right within, but we can't see him because he has hidden himself. So Duratyaya, it becomes difficult to find him. But who can find me? Those who surrender to me find me, he says. Yamaivesha vrodate tena labhyaha tasyaisha atma vivrunute tanum swam katopanishad. Those who seek me, search for me, want me, I reveal myself to them. I was telling this Maya and God are like, a man and his dog. Man is living in the house. Suppose the friend wants to come and meet the man, his friend. Dog is at the door, at the gate. A dog is barking. Then this fellow gets scared. Now how can he reach his friend on top? Two ways. One, he makes friendship with the dog, gives him biscuit or something, and the dog will become yours. He will allow you to go inside without biting you. Or call your friend. Oh friend, I have come here, but your dog is not letting me in. Then the friend will come to the balcony and tell the dog, hey dog, don't trouble him. He's my friend, let him in. Then you can go in. So Maya is like the dog at the gate of God. And if you want to find God, either overcome Maya or call God saying that please take care of this Maya and let me see you. So idea is that either you conquer Maya through sadhana or go do Sharanagati and find God. Tell God, you take care of this Maya, it's not my cup of tea. You please handle your dog. I want to see you. God will come down to seek you and take you up if you really are a good devotee. But will God come down to everybody and anybody? No, he'll come only for those who want only him and nobody else. Those who believe that God is not even existing, where is God to be found for them? So many people are atheists. When I went to Hong Kong, I asked, there are Buddhist monasteries, there are Christian churches. Which religion is the one they are following in Hong Kong? The devotee said, Swami, all these were there built long time ago. Now the new age thing is atheism. It means they don't believe in God at all. They are not Buddhism, this is not Christianity, it's atheism. They don't believe in God. It's a new age trend. So the one who doesn't believe in God, can they find God? They can never find God. That is what na samparaya pratibhati balam pramadyate vittamohena mudham. He says, Yama says, these balam, these kids in spirituality, means immature fellows don't know that God exists. For such people, they get fooled by the distractions of the world, this maya. And they never find God. They are lost in the maya. Ayam loko nasti para iti mani punah punah vashamapadyate me. They think only this world exists. There is nothing beyond this. Khao, piyo, khana, pina, sona, marna. This is our enjoyment here. Beyond that, nothing exists. So they never search for God, they never find God. And they keep coming back to me again and again, Yama says. Because they keep dying, they are born again, they die again. Because of their desires, they are born again, it goes on and on. Forever. For them. But we are fortunate. Aren't we fortunate? Why? Because we at least believe God exists, right? And Katopishad, Asti ityeva uplabdhasya tattva bhavo prasidati. If you believe that it exists, it becomes happy with you. And it wants to reveal itself to you. So even if you believe that God exists, if you don't feel Him, if you don't see Him, yet you believe Him, you have already crossed a big hurdle. Most of the world is unable to believe that God exists. They keep arguing, and nowhere they reach. So you are lucky children, you are lucky devotees who believe that God exists. But this God cannot be found by people who are not having surrender or those who don't want sadhana, don't do sadhana. Kathopanishad says, Na virito duscharita na shanta na samahitaha. Those who are bad, evil doers, those who don't have peace of mind, those who don't have a concentration of mind, also ashanta manaso vapi, those who don't have patience in sadhana. 20 minutes of sadhana, God reveal yourself to me. Somewhere I read a quote. Come on, peace, come to me. I don't have all day to meditate. So that is the idea in the next sloka 15 says, Namam dushkritino mudhaha prapadyate naradhamaha maya apahruta jnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. What kind of people will not find me? Very nicely. You can search your category in this. Namam dushkritino, those who do wrong things, they don't find me. Mudhaha, foolish people who don't believe God exists cannot find me. Naradhamaha, those who are lazy on the spiritual path, who are only busy with their lower instincts and desires and never think beyond that, they cannot find me. Then Maya apahruta jnana, those who listen to all kinds of arguments, read all kinds of stupid things and they argue and their discrimination is gone. Such people don't find me. Asuram bhavam ashrita, and Rakshasi bhava, tamasic bhava, people who are having lot of anger, aggression, and these kind of people, demon-like people don't find me. Five categories: dushkritino, mudaha, naradamaha, Maya, Apahruta Jnana, and Asuram. Up to you, you search which category you fall into. Why you are not finding God? Dushkritino, no, I don't think you people are bad people. Mudaha, fools, no, you are not. You are very intelligent children and devotees. Naradamaha, lazy on the spiritual path, maybe that could be the category. I think Naradamaha is the category. A spiritual lethargy. So that's why you don't find God. Krishna is saying, these people don't surrender to me and never find me. So please come out of this spiritual laziness and work hard. So Krishna says, out of the kind of people who come to me, Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritinor arto ritarthi jignasu jnani cha bhartarshaba. I have repeated this shloka any number of times. That day Jagadguru came, he also said, 4 kinds of people come to God. All are good people only, because they are better than those who don't believe in God. So believe in God. But arti, those who come for solving their problems, I have back pain, leg pain, cancer, this, that, they come to me also. Please cure me, help me. Then artharthi, I want promotion, I want a new job, I want to buy a new car, a big bungalow. They also come to me. Then who come to me? Jignasu. What is God? Does God exist? How does God exist? What is His nature? How can I realize God? Kutuhala, the Jignasu also they come to me. But 4th category, they're Jnani. They already know God exists, they understand God's existence, they experience God's existence, they also come to me. But of the 4, who are the dearest to me? God is dear to all. Why? He solves your problem, He becomes dear to you. He gives you promotion, He becomes dear to you. He solves your questions and gives your answers, He is dear to you. But who is dear to God? I always say, it's not important you say you are my devotee, I should say you are my devotee. I should give the certificate, I should stamp. Veedu na bhaktudani. You should be my devotee. I should tell that. You can't go on claiming. So that is the idea, and he says that of all the people, Jnani are the dearest to me. Why? Because they don't want anything from me, they just want me and me alone. Such people are dear to me. Truly is that I really feel for this shloka. Because I have so many devotees, thousands of them, and problems will come, daily problems come in everybody's life. Because anityam asukham lokham, What can you do about it? It is the nature of the world. You sit in the boat and say, boat should never rock, it should be steady like on the ground. It's not possible. So then whom do I like the most? I like those who want nothing from me, who just are always wanting to experience the divinity and they're satisfied. Atmanyeva atmanatushtaha. They're happy in all circumstances. I give the example of 4 Bala devotees, small devotees. Who are those? One is Markandeya, Arti, because he was about to die and he prayed to Shiva and Shiva comes and extends his life. Then Artharti, Dhruva, he wanted to sit on his father's lap and become the next king. He prays to Narayana, Narayana blesses them. Jignasu, Nachiketa, he wants to know what lies beyond death. How do we attain that? Jignasu. He also attains God. And Prahalada, I say Prahalada is the best devotee, Prahalada. He doesn't want anything from God. Whatever problems came, he never called, Narayana, help me, get me out of this place. My father is torturing me. Kill him. Nothing he said. He just went on doing Anta, Narayanamaya, Narayanamaya. Everything is Narayana. Good is Narayana, bad is Narayana. Easy is Narayana, difficult is Narayana. At the end, when Narasimha Avatar appears and saves him and kills his father, Narasimha is Ugra Narasimha, is very angry. And his big tongue, lion's face, you can imagine a huge lion sitting on the chair with sharp nails which has torn apart his father's stomach just a while ago. And big, fierce teeth and big tongue. And he's roaring in anger. At that point of time, all gods are shivering. They don't know how to calm him down. And this Prahalada sings a stuti and calms him down. And when Narayana calms down, he picks up Prahalada, puts him on his lap. So happy, and Bhagavatam describes this. And starts licking this Prahalada's face with his tongue. Because he's so happy with him. And then tells Prahalada, ask me something. I'm so happy with you. And Prahalada says, I have nothing to ask. No, just ask something. I want to give you something. No, I don't want anything. No, ask something. Just for my sake, you ask. I insist. And then Prahalada says, oh Narayana, if you must insist and if I must ask, then I only ask for one boon, that I should never ask for anything from you. I should be happy in whatever situation, wherever I am. Thinking, knowing that you are there. I should never ask anything from you. Jnani cha bhartarshava. He is the Jnani, like Prahalada, who knows difficulties are there. So Krishna says, Tesham Jnani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnani Notyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priyaha. That person who has one pointed devotion to me, always thinking of me and wants nothing else, never gets distracted from this path. He is dearest to me and to him I am the dearest. That kind of devotee one should become is what Krishna is saying. I will skip one more thing and he says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, 19th shloka, Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate, Vasudevah Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. He says that person who can become like this Jnani cannot attain it just like that. After several births of penance and prayers and sadhana, one attains this state of Jnana. We all begin with Arti, Artarti. We begin with Nastika and then come to Arti, Artarti, Jignasu and Jnani. And takes many births to become like that. But good news is that whatever effort we put, it never gets wasted. Last time Krishna told. Even if you can't become Jnani now, there is hope. Why? Because someday all these accumulated goodness, punyam will help you to become a Jnani. And such a person who sees God in everything and everyone is a rare person to come by. And I have a very beautiful shloka from Ashtavakra Gita which I really love. He says, Bubukshirhi samsare mumukshurapi drishyate bhoga moksha nirakangshi viralohi mahashaya. See, there are people in the world who want bhoga, bubukshi. I want money, I want fame, I want power, I want position, I want this, I want that. Plenty of them who worship God for that. Then mumukshuriha, those who want moksha, Ayyo, give me moksha from this wife, give me moksha from this teacher, give me moksha from poverty, pain, suffering, disease. Enough people cry. Or moksha from this bondage of the body also people cry. They also are there. But bhoga moksha nirakangshi, the one who does not hate the world, reject the world, nor he gets engaged in the world. Such a person of a steady mind, rarely we find, Ashtavakra says. He has no hatred, no raga, no dvesha. Whatever comes, yadayat kartum ayati tat krutva tishtati sukham. He is happy doing whatever comes his way. Never demands anything from anyone. I don't want this, I want this. That idea does not exist in such a person. Rarely you find such a person in this world, says Ashtavakra. Same thing, Jnani cha bhartarshava. And such a Bhakti Yoga will come 12th chapter. How beautifully Krishna describes who is my true devotee. It's a chapter everybody should memorize it, 12th, when we come to that. So this is the idea. Then he says, but people worship God for different reason. Kamaiste tair hatagyana prapadyante anya devataha tam niyamamasthaya prakrutya niyata swaya. By their own nature, what they want from different God, they worship gods for that. Somebody wants money, they would worship whom? Lakshmi Kubera Homa, very favorite Homa. Then somebody wants health, Dhanvantri Homa, or Mrityunjaya Homa, live long life. Or if you want lot of knowledge, Mahaganapati, Mahasaraswati Homa, right? So you have different gods for different homas. Why you do all that? Because you want certain results from them. You want some desires you have. So people for their own desires worship different gods, but Krishna is so compassionate. He said they're all kids, they're still learning that we should not ask God for anything. But okay, they will learn as they grow up. So I say, no, I have come here, I give you everything that you ask for, so that one day you will ask me for what I have come to give. And I have not come to give all these things. This is a part of it, but not whole of it. So Krishna says, yo yam tanum bhakta shraddhayarchutam ichchati tasya achalam shraddham tameva vidadamyaham. Whoever worships me in whichever name, whichever form, Mrityunjaya, Lakshmi, Kubera, Ganapati, Saraswati, Shiva, Narayana, I will bless them in that form. I'll give faith to them in that form. Who worship me Satya Sai, I'll give faith to them Satya Sai. Who worships me Shirdi Sai, I'll give faith to them in Shirdi Sai. See, when Shirdi Sai Baba was there, Satya Sai Baba was not there. When Satya Sai Baba was there, Shirdi Sai Baba was not there. Does it mean all the devotees of Shirdi Baba do not have any spiritual experiences anymore? Don't they see Shirdi Baba? Don't they have his darshan? They also have. So who went there to give darshan as Shirdi Baba? I went there. That I, Supreme, went there. So Krishna is saying, as a Supreme Lord, I give faith to everybody in whatever path they follow, because my interest is that someday they should grow and become a Jnani. Let them begin wherever. I want education, I want money, I want wealth, I want marriage. Okay, given. Someday we should be done with all these things and ask for highest truth and of spiritual truth. That is why Krishna gives faith to everybody. But when Krishna is standing here to give you that, should you behave silly and should you shortchange this opportunity for silly things? I tell the story of Kalpavriksha and coffee podi, you remember? One man's wife says, my mother is coming, coffee podi got over, go and get coffee podi from the market, coffee powder. Now wife's mother is coming, Attagaru, you can imagine. If his mother was coming, coffee is not there, milk is not there, no problem. Wife's mother is coming, he says, go get. So he runs to the shop, all shops are closed, Bharat Bandh or something like that. Now what do he do? He sits, if I go home, my wife is not going to spare me. I rather sit here, and he was waiting under a tree and crying to God, help me with coffee podi. Then one rishi passes that way, a saint. He says, why are you crying? My wife asked for coffee podi and all the shops are closed. He says, Ayo, you don't know, you are sitting under Kalpavriksha. It can give you anything that you ask for. Can it give coffee podi to me? He said, yes, of course. Okay, give me a half kg coffee podi. And he takes coffee podi and goes home to save himself from his wife's wrath. Imagine he was sitting under Kalpavriksha. That is the story. People here ask for silly things. I still bless them, but that is not what you should be worried about. Ask for the highest. Knowing which nothing else needs to be known. Ask for that. That is what Krishna likes. Jnanis he likes. And then he goes to say, Sataya Shraddhaya Yuktas Tasya Radhana Mihate Labate Tasa Kaman Maya Eva. This is also because of me. If you get coffee podi under the Kalpavriksha, it's also because of my grace only, Krishna is saying. Because Kalpavriksha is Kalpavriksha, whatever you ask, it gives. So whoever worships me for whatever reason, because of me only they get that, he says. And remember that even that is because of me. I tell the story of a king who displays all his wealth on his birthday and says, anybody can pick up anything from here. And everybody starts taking gold vessels, ornaments, nice items. One girl does not take anything. And the king asks, why are you not taking anything? Is there nothing that you like? She says, I am looking for something which is not on display. What is that? I am looking for you. Give me yourself to me. Give yourself to me. Give your hand in my hand. That is all I want. That's how a Jnani is. This whole world Maya is a display. Wealth, name, fame, position, power. All these just display. Exhibition of the king. King is hiding behind all this. A Jnani will see through this drama and go and ask for the king. Because if you get king, you get the kingdom. But that's not the reason why you want the king. You want the king because he is the highest. So that is the idea. Though Krishna will give anything and everything, don't ask for unwanted thing. And he goes on to say, Antavattu phalam tesham. All these things have an end. These little desires will end someday. It will never remain forever. That happiness will not remain Alpamedasam, those who have less intelligence, fools, they ask for such silly things from me. Devan deva yajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. If you worship a particular god, you will reach that god. Those who worship me as the supreme nirguna nirakara Brahman, they will realize Brahman. They reach me, he says. How beautiful, isn't it? Ask and it shall be given, it is said. But what should we ask? We should know in the first place. Knock and the door shall be opened. Which door to knock? We should know in the first place. That's why you should be in the company of Gyanis, Satsanga, so that you will be able to ask the right things. And then Krishna says, don't think I am that body which has been born and will vanish after some time. Because in the beginning, he says in this shloka, Vyaktam Vyakti Mahapannam Manyante Mam Abuddhayaha Param Bhava Majananto Mam Avyayam Anuttamam. Fools think that I am the one who was earlier in Nirguna form, now I have come in a Saguna form, then I'll disappear into Nirguna form. I am born, I live and die and disappear. These are all less Buddhi people. Highest Buddhi people think of me as what? They think of me as somebody who was always there. In second shloka, Krishna tells Arjuna, when he is shy of killing his cousins, that time he says, why do you worry? Avyaktadini bhutani madhya vyaktani bharata avyakta nidhananyeva tatraka paridevana. Why are you crying? They were not there before, now they are there. Again they won't be there. Why you cry like that? So Krishna is warning Arjuna, don't apply the logic on me now. That you were there, you are not there, you will be there again. No, I am always there. I am the constant. I am the screen on which the movie plays. I am the ocean on which the waves play. I am the electricity which runs the whole show. I am never gone, I never manifest. I am always there as a constant. Body or form may come and go. So Krishna is trying to explain to Arjuna, don't consider me as this body with a name and form. You will be misunderstanding me. So therefore, rise above that. And he says, Naham prakasha sarvasya yoga mayaya samamritaha mudhoyam nabi janati loko mam ajam avyayam. Because of my own maya, people are not able to understand my truth. Fools, those who don't have this spiritual sense, to them I cannot manifest. I don't reveal myself to them. Na avirato dushcharitat, same story. You don't reveal. Whom does it reveal to? Yasya deve para bhakti yatha deve tatha guru tatra prakashante mahatmana. Tatsyete kathita hi artha prakashante mahatmana. Shvetashvatara Upanishad says, those who have true bhakti, what bhakti? Jnani bhakti. To them it reveals automatically. Others it won't reveal, it hides from them. That is the idea. Krishna says, Mudhoyam na vijanati. They don't understand me. These fools don't understand me. At best they think I am a body and a mind. One shloka of Vishapanishad, this book refers to Hiranmayena patrena sasya sahipita mukham tattvam pushana pavranu satya dharmaya drishtve. Oh Lord, this divinity is covered as if covered in a golden vessel with a lid. And I can't open the lid. I pray to you, God, please open the lid and reveal this divinity to me, because I am a deserving candidate. Satya dharmaya drishtve. I have followed Satya and Dharma. I have followed your rules, regulations. Please reveal to me yourself, because I cannot open this lid of the vessel. Like, one tight lid is there, Amma is trying to open. It doesn't open, then she calls the father. Can you open this lid for me? It's got stuck. Then father with his strength opens. Likewise, this devotee is praying, oh God, I cannot open the lid of Maya and find the truth inside. Please open it for me. That is the idea of surrender. So you surrender for Krishna. Krishna says toward the concluding shlokas, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. Here he says. In this shloka he says that I know everything, past, present, future of all, but nobody knows me. Because nobody knows me till the one becomes me. So that is the idea, that you become God to know God. Otherwise I know everything about everyone, because I am in everyone. How you know everything? Because you are in everything. How do you know an ant is crawling on your body? Because this is your body. You can feel it. Likewise, God is in all, and therefore, bhavishyani cha bhutani maam tu vedana kachana. Nobody knows me. I know everything. That is what Krishna says. Not as Krishna. Tomorrow you expect as me, you should know what happened in the past, what happened in the future. No. Not as a body and a name and a form, but as the divine knows everything. That is the idea. And he says, Ichha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. Those ideas of desires and aversion, raga dvesha, ichha and bhaya. You want something, you don't want something. It is born out of this duality. Very crucial. Because we think we are different from God, therefore we have desires and we have hatred for things. Because I think I am the body. If I am God and everything is me, where is the hatred and desire? How can you desire for your own hand? How can you desire for your own leg? It is already yours. You are that. So where is the question of rejecting or accepting things, Krishna says? But it is born out of dvandva. Sarvabhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. When we are born, immediately this dvandva comes and sits on us. Duality, and we get fooled. And we forget that we are divine. That's why children, they cry, Koham, Koham. Who am I? Who am I? Parents should tell, Soham, Soham, you are that. Or that divine you are. But parents say, no, 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 you are so and so, son of so and so, grandson of so and so, great grandson of so and so. They give him a wrong identity. That's why Madhallasa's prayer. Shuddhosi, buddhosi, ranjanosi, samsara maya parivarjitosi. You are the purest, you are the eternal, you are the ever blissful one. You are beyond the maya of samsara. Madhallasa sang and made her children into Brahmagyanis. But we are all given wrong identity when we are born because of this dvandva. Then we start, these people are mine, those people are not mine. This is ours, that is theirs. These differences start off. For a jnani, such a difference does not exist. So it is like that. So there is no desire to attain anything in this world because everything is you. There is no desire to reject anything, that is also you. Prince of Kashi story is there, no? That boy's young age portrait somebody paints. When he grows up, he looks at the portrait of the girl. He was painted as a girl, as a young boy. So such a photo of the boy was there, painted as a girl. And when this boy grows up, he finds that photo. He says, such a beautiful princess. She must be my age. I want to marry this girl. He gets into depression because he can't find that girl anywhere. One day his minister asks, why are you depressed? I have fallen in love with a girl. Oh, tell us, where is she? We will get you married. You are the king after all. He says, no, she is only in the photo down in the basement. They go and search and one portrait comes out. He says, this is the girl I want to marry. The minister says, Ayyo, this is you only when you were young. Your mother dressed up like girl and got this portrait made. Then he realizes, oh, what was I desiring for? I was miserable desiring to marry that girl which never existed. Because that girl was me only, dressed up like a girl. So that is the story of our life, duality story. I want this Baba, I don't want that Baba. I want this God, I don't want that God. All this foolishness comes out of duality only. This rejection, acceptance comes from duality. So he says, Te dvandamoh nirmukta bhajante mam drinavvritaha desham tvantagatam papam. Those who have finished committing sins, they have finished with all the wrongdoings. And jananam punya karmanam, those who do good deeds, what happens to them? Te dvandamoha nirmukta. They become free from all the duality and the delusion born out of duality. Bhajante mam drinavvritaha. They become steady in the knowledge of me, and they worship me, or they think of me, meditate on me without any fluctuations. No, that Baba was better, this Baba was better, that God, this God. All these differences disappear for them because they see the Param Tattva. You close your eyes, you drink water. You drink water from a tumbler or a cup. Water is the one which quenches the thirst, right? Which name and form, it doesn't matter. And this is my message. Since Paravidya we started Aham Brahma Sarvam Brahma, I have been constantly trying to remind everybody, rise beyond name and form, rise beyond name and form. Otherwise, you will all land up in this mess. And then don't blame me, you didn't tell us. I told you. Go above and beyond the names and forms. Names and forms are comforting, they are not the ultimate. So finally he says, Sadi bhuta daivam mam, sadi yagnyam chaye viduhu, prayana kale picha mam te vidur yukta chetasaha. No, I am only the God of everything. The people who want Adhibhuta means all the worship of the world, all the worldly possessions, that also I only bless as a God. Then Sadhi Yajnam, those who want to do all the yajnas and attain higher lokas, Lokeshana, Vitteshana, all that. That also I only bless them with. Anything that whichever God they go to and ask for things, I am only blessing them through all those gods. But Prayana Kale Pichamam, at the end, those people who know that I am only behind all those things, Te Vidur Yukta Chetasa, they come to know of me at the end. So at the death, because they have seen God only in everything, the small and big, less and more, because of that they come to know of me completely and they are redeemed. This is Jnana Vijnana Yoga. And then from here it goes to Akshara Brahma Yoga. Now he further details what is that supreme, indestructible, Nirakara, Nirguna self of God. He continues to say, because we should not for a moment after Bhagavad Gita find a picture of Krishna or a statue of Krishna and dance around it. That should not be the end of Bhagavad Gita for us. End of Bhagavad Gita should have helped us to cross over the bondage of names and forms and worship that supreme divinity which is formless, nameless, and in all. So Dvaita Bhakti is limited in its approach. Advaita Bhakti is the right kind of approach. And I keep telling in this Kodaikanal, every discourse that I gave was only and only directed towards this idea of Advaita Bhakti. Have love, but for that supreme who is in me, who is in you, who is in all. Maybe is manifesting more in me with complete effulgence because it's a purer bulb. If bulb is dirty, light won't come out fully. That's all is the difference between you, me, and everybody else. Remember that and try to grow beyond body, name, and form. Otherwise, this mission is going to get steeper and steeper. It's going to get higher and higher. And all those who want names and forms and attachments to that, they will be left, confused. What's going on here? So don't you get stuck with names and forms. Like one thorn is used to remove another thorn, this form has come to remove attachment to the previous form. But at the end, both the thorns have to be thrown away. Both the names and forms have to be discarded. What it means from your mind, the attachment has to be removed and thrown away. Right? So that is the idea of this. So I am trying to explain Bhagavad Gita from our practical context of what we are experiencing on a day-to-day basis. So we can apply this knowledge in our daily life and redeem ourselves. This is one of the very beautiful, very important chapters, because first time Krishna is transitioning from the name and form Krishna that Arjuna knew to the formless Krishna that he truly is. Imagine 89 years of their life, they have never discussed this topic with Arjuna. Krishna never discussed. First time he is discussing this thing. And for Arjuna it must be a shock. But those who have learned that love is same, the divinity is same, vessels have changed, the content is same, they will never get deluded. So go for that. That is the idea of the whole chapter of Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Please go and meditate. You have heard it, contemplate on it, meditate on it, and put it into practice. You can worship form, but with the complete understanding that this form is just a representation. This is just the ornament. Gold is the truth. That you should never forget. That is the beauty of Sanatana Dharma. It encourages us. Walk. Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapya Varan Nibodhata. Walk on this path. Get up, arise, awake. Don't stop. Because you are that, you will realize it sooner or later. Kalena Atmani Vindati. All should realize this sooner or later with these blessings. We'll close it over here.